if you're a talented freshman and you can learn, then you can play.
Kirby Smart showed that even the #1 team in the country in the first game of the season against a top 25 ranked opponent is not afraid to let freshman players play. 13 true freshmen took the field against Clemson. Now, to be fair, a big fourth quarter lead helped that number, but there were youngsters getting snaps right off the bat. In fact, freshman KJ Bolden made Georgia's first tackle of the season. Other programs across the country may try to pitch to recruits that you'll have to sit and wait your turn at UGA, but Kirby Smart says that negative recruiting falls flat.
I may get used, but it doesn't work very effectively because we have as many freshman All-Americans and as many freshmen play as anybody in the country. So I don't know how effective it is, but I don't know. I would be interested to see how 13 compared to other years. Obviously, the type of game you play in would dictate that, meaning, last year we probably had more than 13 play because of the score and the differential. A couple years ago against Clemson, we probably didn't have many.
So are freshmen better prepared to play in college now? Smart disagrees with that notion and warns against having a lineup that's too young.
They're having to play out of necessity, having to play out of the fact that we got more transient rosters. I mean, they're not any more ready to play physically, mentally, that disposition. No, not many freshmen are. Let me say this, playing in our league, SEC to SEC, if you're playing with a lot of freshmen, you're in trouble because they're not physically developed. That doesn't mean one can't do it, but you don't want to be out there playing with a lot of freshmen.
So how are players like KJ Bolden able to be successful in their first college game? Smart gives a couple of reasons. The first, to quote Henry David Thoreau, simplify, simplify.
Yeah, I think Coach Schumann and his defensive staff have done a tremendous job of making our defense adjustable, complex without being complex, and you can play more players that way.
Another safeguard for the freshmen is having old dogs around them. Smart says his leaders are key to making sure that newcomers rise to the Georgia standard.
The leaders on our team that I meet with, they believe in it, they sell it, they push it to the younger players. I think somebody said the other day we had 38 or 42 new people, new. And when you turn over that much, you better have a nucleus around them that can keep them grounded. And that's what we've been able to sustain at Georgia.
And one of those players, Captain Carson Beck.
There's a couple guys out there playing for the first time in a Georgia uniform. So for me, being a starter last year, coming back, it being my second year, just communicating to those guys, lean on me. If you know there's an issue or problem out on the field, if you don't know something, if you need help, come to me. I have confidence in understanding our game plan, what we need to do. So I'm gonna handle what I need to handle, and that's gonna get done. But if you need help, come to me. I can manage that, and I think that's something that I've really been trying to do as I've stepped into my second year.
Having so many early enrollees also can't hurt Georgia's freshman participation numbers. Having a spring and fall camp under their belts has to be a benefit. But then there's Nate Frazier, who led the Dogs in rushing against Clemson and only got to campus this summer. For DawgNation, I'm Cody Chaffins.